Hi, I'm Eleanor,
I'm Kalina,
and welcome to Don't Quote Me on That,
where
where
we kind
we,
of talk about movies.
yeah, except for, again,
Just
not
not a
talking about a
movie.
movie today. This
It's
is
gonna be a
our,
running theme.
yeah, this is our first big episode, our first, not radio episode, which is exciting.
Hmm.
We figured we'd start off easy for our own sake.
Yeah.
So Clean and I met in college, which I don't like that that's a sentence I can say.
Yeah.
um, Clean from Florida. I'm from Arizona. We met in Ireland, as all good rom coms start. I think there's an Amy Adams rom com where they meet in Ireland. It's
I
got a
don't.
stupid
I don't know
name,
why
but
you know that.
I know it because my grandma was watching it and she thought the filming location was the Cliffs of Moher, and then I had to Google it and she was right.
Okay, that was actually Eleanor's just way of throwing in a little tidbit about Ireland, so you know she actually went there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Cletus graduated. I'm entering my last semester. We both will have done our last semesters from home, so we don't have that chip to play anymore. Card to play?
you, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely still play that a card.
Card, yeah.
I guess you can play a chip.
Well, I
like,
don't leave the house, so I
card.
don't have anyone I can play it because because I'll say it to my grandma and she knows because she had to take me there.
Oh yeah, I keep telling my mom, I'm like, did you know I graduated? And she's like, yeah, no, I was there for that.
She paid for it.
So, yeah. But you know,
Um,
you can't brag to your mom.
That's true. Well, I can because I don't tell her anything.
If you can't brag to your grandma, what's the point?
So yeah, Kalina had a radio show, right? You had a radio show first.
I did. I had a radio show. I did a culture show with this girl from Finland, and we had a lot of fun. And actually, I was going to ask if you wanted to tell this story or if you want me to tell the story, because I'll be honest, I'm really foggy on the details of the first time you came into the studio with me about 48 hours.
I think I remember. So
Okay,
I'll do my best, and you jump in.
It was like a 48-hour window that this all happened in.
Yeah, so it was the beginning of our second semester, and Clean and I lived together in a big house with 8 people total. So there wasn't time to see each other. We had 2 classes together, but one of them a lot of people in our house had because they just like to throw international people together. So we didn't really talk much in that class, but the other class we were the only 2 people that the other person knew. So we'd sit together. So it's not like we didn't know each other, but we didn't really. And we were friendly, I think.
Yeah. You were like the girl that was 2 doors down for me.
I was 2 doors down.
You were 2 down. Yeah. She had weird hair, as you.
I did. I always had weird hair.
See.
Yeah, and then Kalina was doing her radio show with Hannah.
You know what?
And I think she'd had an episode where the student worker at the radio show, he was on it, and so he couldn't take the picture because Kalina always put up a picture to advertise the radio show. And so she needed somebody to take the picture, and I think we'd had a class that ended at 5 p.m., and so I was free. We were right next to each other. She asked if I wanted to take the picture. I said, fine. So I did. It took forever. I think I had to teach somebody what twerking was because I made a joke about it. Maybe a death drop.
No, yeah, we were doing a death drop. We were doing we was on Instagram and we were doing a boomerang, and it was me, the Irish student who worked in the radio station, my co-host from Finland, and then this kid from Denmark, and that was the 4 of us who were in the photo. So Eleanor was trying to explain how to do a death drop, which I think was the longest, like the most amount of words I've ever heard Eleanor say at one point.
Not even because of the language barrier.
Yeah, no, I can't talk. Just we didn't talk. Yeah. So yeah, no, you're teaching us how to do a death drop because we were trying to do a boomerang for Instagram where we were it was 4 of us, right? So I think the 2 in the middle dropped down and pointed at the sign, but no one could they couldn't figure it out and drop at the same time. which is why you don't involve
No,
boys
I
in
think they
things
were
ever.
too slow. I think that was the problem. Because they would just
I think I know there was an issue with like our counting too. Is you said 1, 2, 3, and they couldn't figure out if they had to go on 3 or after 3.
It was a mess.
Yeah, it took like
Um,
20 minutes to take 2 photos.
it did. It was forever. I was so hungry.
Yeah, I think we had a meeting after. We had class and then a meeting because I remember we were going to a meeting after.
Yeah, maybe that's why we were on campus. Anyway, that happened, and
I remember this
then
part if you need.
please, yes.
Okay, so what happened was the Irish student who worked at the radio station, said to me the next day when I came in for something. He was like, "Oh, that Elanor girl is really cool. You should get her to do a show." And mind you, at this point, I probably said like 2 words to Elanor that weren't class related, and I was like, "Okay." And I never thought she'd say yes, but I went and knocked on her door. I think came to the house and I knocked on her door and I was like, "Hey, the guy from the radio station said you were cool, and I was looking to do another show if you want to do a show with me." And she said yes. I don't know why. I'm not complaining, but I don't know why.
I think I had no extracurriculars, and I was like, I can
Yeah, I
help.
didn't think I'd get that far though. I thought I'd just ask the question and that would be the end of it. So after you said yes, I was like, "Oh, okay." So then we went to the studio, and the Irish student who worked in the radio station was like a student at the college, obviously. And he was like, "So you guys want to record something now?" And mind you, this is like maybe 24 hours after we took the photos.
God, it was.
So we were like, I guess so. We've got nothing else going on, and the issue was, so we were both media students, so I think that's why we decided to do a media show. But the issue is, Eleanor's seen like 5 movies in her life, and I've seen maybe 10 movies. But the problem is, none of those movies are the same. So we had to like think of what was the one thing we had both seen that then we remembered well enough.
It wasn't just us two. Remember?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get to that point.
What? But that's true, right? That was that
Yeah,
time.
that wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
sorry.
that time. So yeah, we were trying to think of like what's the one thing we've seen, because he threw them in at the end. But what's the one thing we've seen that we knew well enough to talk about? So it was Twilight, which let's not get into that. But it was Twilight. So we were like, okay, we're gonna go do an episode on Twilight. Fine. And then like at the last second, there was a 15-year-old Irish student doing his like co-op or work experience at the radio station. So the Irish college student who was working there was like, "Oh, you guys take him so he can see how the radio station works." Because I had been doing a show already. And we were like, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah." So we had this 15-year-old kid. I think his name was Pierce. And he's my favorite guest that we've ever had.
Yeah, that was
And
a good.
that's the best episode we've ever done. But we did it with like 5 minutes planning. We talked about Twilight. And then the end of the episode is me trying to convince Pierce to watch Twilight. Because we asked him if he had seen it. He said, "No, it's kind of girly." So I was trying to convince him to watch it by telling him at the end of Twilight, and spoiler alert.
It's been 10. If you haven't seen Twilight at this point, that's your failing.
If you haven't seen Twilight at this point, I don't think you're watching the right show either. But I was trying to explain to him at the end of Twilight, the first one, they ripped the vampire's head off and set him on fire. So Pierce walked away going, "Yeah, maybe I will check it out," which I think was a lie. Just so
I don't think he ever did, but I did think he wanted to end.
Yeah, but Pierce, if you're listening to that, thank you, because look at us now.
That's true. And then Twilight kind of stayed on as our anchor.
Yeah,
Which
we did a Twilight
we
show
really
at the
could
start
have
every
picked
semester.
anything else.
I think it was it was literally the only thing we like knew well enough, and I don't think I even knew Twilight that well. It was just I knew it better than any other movie I've seen. Like I've seen Marvel movies, and I like Marvel movies. Eleanor and I go watch them together.
Yeah.
No idea what happened in any of them.
No, I can tell you like vaguely what happens, but if you ask me what movie it is, no idea.
I could probably tell you the Thor movies, and that's just because I like the last one. And also, there's 3 of them?
3. I think I would have been really
3.
annoying if there was a Thor 4.
Yeah, I think they're going to make one, but I don't think that. Yeah, I think the one they're making now would be the 4th one.
Okay. Yeah. I think I can. Yeah, no, I can't. I think I know the most about Captain America, but that's not saying much, and it's only because I'm a lot in love with Bucky.
I know Captain America just because I think that was my favorite Marvel superhero, especially when they started revamping them. So like I was, I don't know. Let's not get into that. I'm gonna get all soapboxy on that one.
So, for this episode, we wanted kind of you guys to get to know us, but also I've always wanted to make Kalina take a quiz about me, and this was kind of the only time I could shoehorn that in. So we found a website. I'm pretty sure these were kind of like the buddy meter was kind of popular on Facebook a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard it.
Yeah, when I sent the link, I was like, that looks really familiar. But, so we each made a quiz about each other. We haven't looked at them yet. As of right now, I think we made a couple other people take it. As of right now, the score to beat for Kalina is a perfect score because her mom took it and got a perfect score.
Yeah.
Which means it's either really niche things only her mom would know, or she made it too easy.
I tried to I did throw you a couple of bones, but there was some things that, like, for reference, Eleanor and I, obviously lived together. We had class together, and then we did the radio show. So we spent a lot of time, just the two of us, talking, just saying things. And, like, I don't remember. So sometimes I'm like, I don't remember if I've brought this up. So I did put, like, a couple of trick answers in there. See if that could trip you up. So okay. We'll see.
Yeah, mine hasn't. I made my mom take it, and she got a 6, and that's the score to beat for me. She also found a typo, so just ignore that.
Oh, my first question, the answer is actually wrong after my mom took it. So, but I couldn't change just the question. I had to, like, delete the whole quiz. I wasn't gonna do that. So we're living with it. Yeah.
But does that mean you're gonna tell me the answer?
I mean, no. You. I'll tell you what it is, and at the end I'll regale the story. But I think it's the right answer. I believe she misinformed me. She says I misunderstood her. That's me and my mom.
Okay, so I think it'll be I do a question, you do a, like, back and forth, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go first or I go first?
Yeah, I'll go first because I've got Eleanor's quiz pulled up here. It says, what is my favorite sport to watch? And this is you being very nice to me. So yes, the options are football, baseball, rugby, or trick question, I have never seen a sport on purpose. Which actually, maybe this is not easy. And are you going to tell me I'm right now or at the end?
I think it tells you when you take it, so...
Oh, okay. I don't know. My mom got all of hers right, so it didn't tell me if they were wrong or not.
I don't know if it'll give you the right answer if you got it wrong, but I know if you got it right, it'll tell you.
Okay, I'm going to go with rugby. Okay,
right?
It was green, so I'm going to assume that was right.
Yeah. Okay.
Super.
Yeah, that's true. Kalina made me go, I don't know how Kalina roped me into watching rugby, but she made me watch one game, and then I think we saw maybe 3 or 4, and they were good. Yeah. Mostly because of the men.
Yeah, the men running into each other is my brand, pretty much. And I hate to say that, but it is.
I think at one point there was a time where I had definitely had a few. I don't know if you had, but we started trying to get everyone to chant "Run him over." Did not work.
Yeah, I did.
We had fun.
Video of that. I think he did run him over eventually. So I'll say that was us.
But that's just kind of the rules of the game. Nope. I don't know if you can take credit. Okay. It was all Kalina.
Definitely us. Yeah.
All right. Kalina's quiz.
All right, you go.
What was Kalina's first word? Mama, no, or banana? I think it's no. Okay, apparently it was banana.
It was banana. Okay, so I can tell you the story now. Anyway, I thought it was banana, and here's why. There's a photo of my dad trying to feed me banana, which is also the first food I ate. And my mom told me that was also the first word I said. I was like, oh, that's great. But now she's trying to tell me my first word was dada, and then she never got over that, which, like, either way, on brand for me. But yeah. I thought it was banana, but apparently that's the first food I ate. But I felt like no. I thought you'd go for no. That seemed like something
I did go for no.
Yeah.
I think my first word, except for mama and dada, was pig.
Oh.
Which, on brand?
A little bit. A little bit. All right. Moving on.
Please.
So, how old was I when I left America for the first time? Okay. I'm definitely going to fail this quiz. Oh, let me read the options. They're 3, 10, and 14. I'm gonna go with 14. Okay, it was 3.
It was 3.
So
I went on a cruise to Canada with my mom and my grandma. I have a photo. Give me a second.
Okay. I don't think that counts. You don't remember anything if you're 3.
I came prepared.
Oh, look at you. Okay, well, no, okay.
I'm the baby.
Okay, good. I was like, I don't know which camera you're showing this to, because in my camera it just says the fun ships. That's all I can see.
We did have fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, how do you remember you were 3?
I looked like actually, I don't look like I'm having... I was 3. I was on a boat. How can you not have fun?
You're 3 and on a boat, and if I know anything about you, that sounds like horrible, horrible combo.
Anyway, moving on. What did Kalina want to be when she was little? Detective, vet, or teacher? I don't think it's detective. I think you put detective in there to throw me off because you watch a lot of Law and Order. I'm going to say vet because I don't think you've ever wanted to be a teacher. I feel like that would have come up and I would have remembered. Whew.
Yeah, I definitely put detective in there because I watch Law and Order all the time. And yeah, you're right about teacher. We went to Mary I was a teaching college, so
yeah.
that definitely would have come up. Yeah, I wanted to be a vet when I was little, up until probably about 11. Stuck to it, yeah. And then I was like, then people, you know when you tell people you want to be a vet, because this happens to my brother too, people always say, oh, but you'll have to put down animals. I just got tired of people saying that to me. So I gave up on that. Not that I cared about having to do it, I was just tired of hearing it.
That's fair.
All right. Well, good job.
Thank you.
Question 3 of 10 for Elanor. What do I drink the most? Oh, I thought about putting this one in here, but the answer was going to be way too obvious for me.
Yeah.
Tea, water, lemonade, or Dr. Pepper? Oh. See, this changes now that you're home. I don't know the answer. I'm going to say Dr. Pepper. Lemonade? When do you drink lemonade? I have never seen her drink lemonade.
Sells 2 gallons of lemonade for like $6, and so we just get one every week. And also, one of my favorite drinks is like it's kind of like a White Claw, but it's not, and it's mixed with lemonade. So I drink those a lot too.
I've never seen her drink lemonade, but okay.
Well, they don't sell like good. Anyway, we're not gonna fight on camera. Save that for like later questions. All right. This one is super easy. I know this one right away. What does Kalina collect? The options are horse figurines, snow globes, or wind chimes. And I know it's snow globes because I've purchased her a snow globe. Or maybe my grandma did. Anyway.
I was trying to throw a rock because I used to collect horse figurines.
You did.
I don't anymore.
You used to be a horse girl.
I like horses. Liking horses and being a horse girl, different things. I was the first. Yeah, no, I do collect snow globes. I would show. Well, I guess I can. It's gonna take me forever to set the camera back up, but I'll show you. I have 2 shelves full of them. Ooh. These are my snow globes. And then I have some more snow globes over here. These are my other snow globes. I don't know how well you can see those, but we'll find out later. Okay. Getting back in my bed. Snow globes. All right, next question. What is Eleanor's dream vacation spot? Do you like how I put my name in there? Because I wasn't sure if you'd be reading them or I'd be reading them to you. So I put Kalina in my quiz questions for you.
I did. I kept mine first person because
You're not considerate as a person? Yeah, okay, that's fair. What's my dream vacation spot? Egypt, Denmark, Canada, or France? You know what? I think I can see why your mom got a 6. I'm confused now. I'm going to say Egypt, based on what I know about Elanor as a person. Okay, I got that one right, guys.
Woo!
Why Egypt? I know why, but like...
My mother and her family lived in Egypt. That's where my mom graduated high school. And so I think it'd be really fun to go and see all the sites.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her high school diploma is on papyrus. Like, she did the thing. All right. Which of these is Kalina's favorite actress? Audrey Hepburn, Dove Cameron and
Her name is Deepika
Deepika
Padukone.
Deepika Padukone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't like this one because Kalina and I talked a lot about Dove Cameron, but not about her acting ability.
Trying to trip her up.
I think Deepika might... I'm gonna go with Deepika just because I think she might be your favorite because of, like, the nostalgia and because you watch things with your mom that she's in. I don't think it's Audrey Hepburn, because, again, I think that would have... Don't make that face at me. I don't like the face you're making. Okay, it's Audrey Hepburn. We are doing great. Having a great time.
Yeah, look, I got a giant picture of Audrey Hepburn right there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean... Look, people have co-opted Audrey Hepburn for anyone who thinks that they're fancy. So...
Yeah, but you know I'm not a co-opt kind of girl. I love Audrey Hepburn. Over Christmas, I made my mom watch Sabrina, and then I made her watch Funny Face. And then apparently they remade Sabrina with... What's the guy's name? The dude who played Indiana Jones, that dude. Oh, Harrison Ford. Which...
Yes.
I have a lot of questions about. But, yes, I love Audrey Hepburn. That is my favorite actress. I also watched Death Takes a Holiday over the Christmas break, which is from, like, the 30s. So, just to give you an idea of what I watch and why Elanor and I have never seen any of the same movies.
Break if you're not in school? I think that's just Christmas time.
My brother's still in school, so yes, it was a Christmas
break. Okay, alright. It's a good reason.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Okay, Eleanor's quiz. What is Eleanor's favorite TV show? I think Eleanor hates me. The options are Criminal Minds, New Girl, Law and Order SVU, and Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
I would like to, I'll help you out. Here I used favorite as in one that I can and will watch at any time.
Okay, that was what I was basing my answer off of anyway, so
okay,
it's going to be Criminal Minds.
My mom screamed at me about it, so... She didn't scream. My mother does not like that question. Thinks it's too easy.
Oh, it's
what?
Not Criminal Minds. Okay, I don't know how it's not Criminal Minds, because what Eleanor does on Netflix, okay, she watches all of Criminal Minds, and then when she finishes, you know what she does? She just goes back to the first episode. No break in between. She just...
Okay.
Answer was New Girl.
I don't know if I told you this, but so Netflix has seasons 1 through 12, and Hulu just put up 13 through 15, so the last ones, and I've started to watch them, but I can't because I get really sad about it ending. So
this being back in America, I don't know you anymore. I don't know American Eleanor. She drinks lemonade and watches New Girl. Okay,
are you done?
go. Yes.
What's Kalina's favorite breakfast food? Waffles, French toast, cereal. I feel like this one's kind of tricky because cereal is Kalina's favorite anytime food, but I don't think it's French toast because that has egg in it. I think you like pancakes better than waffles, so I'm gonna go cereal. That's right.
It's cereal. Yeah, I had cereal this morning. I was surprised you remembered the fact about the French toast. I've never had French toast because it has eggs in it, and I don't eat eggs. And I do prefer waffles to pancakes, actually, mostly because we have a waffle maker, and my mom bought this at Costco. They sell like this, and I don't think she meant to buy it, but it's like they have a paleo mix and then a keto pancake mix. They're like Birch Farms or something else, but they're really tasty. It's like you just put the powder in there, milk, waffle maker. That's 3 steps. I don't have to do any work. They taste fantastic. And they're like supposed to be good for you or whatever. So I prefer waffles, but cereal is my favorite anytime food.
Any food. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, next question. What is Eleanor's dream dog? You know what? I don't listen to you when you talk apparently. Okay, the options are Akita, White German Shepherd, Husky, or a Great Dane. I don't think it's Great Dane, because we talk about Scooby-Doo often enough that I think that would have come up. I don't think it's a Husky. I'm gonna go Akita, because that's the only dog I don't know what that looks like off the top of my head. So, I was right.
You were right. I had an Akita. Well, my dad had an Akita for a while, and he was just the absolute sweetest dog, and he was also huge. So I would love a big old gentle giant dog.
And I know you have a German Shepherd, so I was like, that. I don't think a white German Shepherd would make that much of a difference. So, look at me.
Thank you. I'm proud of you for that one. I don't think anyone else got that one right.
Oh, okay. Well, even if I fail, I'd have that over everyone else.
That's true. Look, the first person who took this quiz got a 2. So you are
doing
just
better than that.
top of the charts. Okay. What is Kalina's favorite city that she's visited? Johnsay, Edinburgh, London. Ooh. Okay, I don't think it's Edinburgh because Kalina ripped her pants in Edinburgh, and I think that kind of marred the city.
You didn't have to say that.
I know when she was in London, I think you visited your cousin and you guys had Jamaican food together and you cried. But I don't think that was your favorite because I think you just really liked the food. I think you could have been eating it anywhere. It doesn't matter the backdrop.
And why are you just telling all of my secrets right now? What happened to what don't you want people on the internet to know? Yeah, you can work them out in your brain.
I can't think in my brain. Okay, I think the answer is Johnsay because Kalina doesn't shut up about how she lived in France for a while.
I'm not that bad. I had a really nice host family in Johnsay in France, so I don't shut up about them specifically. But yeah, it was Johnsay. Edinburgh was nice. I actually didn't even factor my pants ripping. And listen, my pants ripping was probably a sign from God because my dad hates those pants, and he said that to me before I left for my trip. So, and they ripped. And then luckily I have a parka which comes down to like my basically it covered most of me, so my pants were good. But it was a little chilly that day for me, just a tad. I should mention Elanor was there also.
Oh yeah, we went to Edinburgh together. I was there for the rip and the rest of it.
I did not hear the end of that till now, clearly.
Oh, continue. You will never.
All right, where was Elanor born? Arizona, New Mexico, or Illinois? Now, it's not Arizona. I'm going to say Illinois because I think you gave me like a really long story about what hospital in Illinois you were born in, and I went, yeah. And I don't remember the hospital, but it was Illinois, so I was right.
It was. I was born in the same hospital as my dad.
I'm going to remember that later.
It's not that long of a story, but I probably made it a lot longer
definitely
than
made
it
it a
needed to
long
be.
story. You told me something about your aunt. There was a circle. Yeah, I remember that it was long.
Yeah, because trauma. All right. What was... Oh, okay, so you've been switching up for a while. It was, what is Kalina's? But this one was, what was my high school mascot? So you need to be consistent. At least I'm consistent. Anyway, the options are the Lauderdale Lightning, the Flying L's, and the Lions. And it's the Flying L's. And I know that because when Kalina visited me, she had to explain it to my grandparents about 6 times.
I put that in there because I thought you'd find that funny. Yeah, my high school mascot was the Flying L's. I went to Fort Lauderdale High School. It's not very creative. I don't have my suit here, but has an L with wings on it. And we used to have this giant, this dude walk around in an L with wings suit. He had a little arrow, I think, which I don't.
Like a mascot size L?
Yeah, it was blue and right between the eye. I don't know was there eyes on the thing? I think there was eyes on the thing, but on the eyes there was like a little mesh thing where you could see him and he could talk to you. It wasn't a good time. It was part of our chant too.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I don't know if we had.
Sorry.
I don't know if we had like a mascot. We must have, but also our robotics team made. Ours was the buffalo, so they made like a little buffalo that was remote controlled, which was really fun. His name was, I think, Robbie, like robot. Look, at least it's not a letter.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, that's fair.
What is the name of Kalina's cat?
Yes.
Lenny, Missile, or Tipper? I know this one. It's Tipper. His name is Tipper.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was trying to trip you up because Lenny and Missile are also my pets, but Lenny's a bird and Missile is one of our dogs. We have a lot of pets. But Tipper is my cat.
Oh, sorry. My mom's yelling at me.
Okay, Elanor has returned. I'm sure you all enjoyed my riveting story about Tipper, the cat.
Oh.
His name is Tipper Jake, by the way.
Tipper Jake?
Well,
My Akita was named Jake.
Well, if you were here for the story, I'll tell it again. My cat's name is Tipper because he got little white tips on his feet. And I wanted to name him Jake because I was like, I don't know, not the age I am now. And my mom said that was a bad idea. So his legal name is Tipper Jake, so I wouldn't be upset. So, I'm done now. That was a story.
I think it's your turn.
Oh. Okay, what did I almost go to college for? Oh, what did Elanor almost go to college for? American history, history and theology, library science, or English. It's not English because Elanor can't speak. If you've watched any of this, you can tell.
You know, that's fair. That's true.
And Elanor did history and theology at Mary. Well, she did history and media, but she did take a theology class at Mary I. I don't think it's American history because Eleanor's, well, okay, I'm not going to say this, but Elanor doesn't like American history. So it's library science. Because I learned from Elanor that was a thing you could go to school for. Library science. Mm-hmm. I was right, by the way.
You were right. I do like American history. I'm just very, very, very particular about which part I like. All right. What was the first production Kalina stage managed? Oh my god. So the options are Little Shop of Horrors, Beauty and the Beast, and Twelfth Night. And I'm going to pick Twelfth Night, and I think it's... Is that a guess?
Sorry. I was going to say, I forgot. My mom actually got this wrong. I clicked the wrong thing. But she got this one wrong. So you gotta beat a 9 out of 10.
What do you mean?
She got the question wrong, but when I was doing it for her, she didn't actually sit down and do it because I had to read questions to her.
Yeah, it's 12th Night, and I think there was I only remember because I think there was something about, like, it was set on the beach and they had to wear Hawaiian shirts for something or something. Is that right?
Did you click on it?
I clicked on it. No, I already got it right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened. I'm surprised you remember that. I was very specific. I said production instead of show or musical. Little Shop of Horrors is the first musical I ever stage managed, which is a great show, and everyone should see it.
Kalina and I were both theater kids, if you can't tell from...
Everything?
All of it, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I can show you my thespian awards. They're up there with my snow globes.
I think we're okay. We saw the snow globes.
I also got a sports award, so, balance.
I lettered in academics.
Yep, that's worse. And that's all you did. That's all she did. Did you know you can letter in academics? I didn't know that.
I also got an award from my city.
Was it for school?
No, it was for being a good citizen. Actually, technically, it's a diversity award.
And they gave it to you?
Can you just go next, please?
Which Limerick restaurant does Elanor miss the most? And if I read the options already, and I think my answer is the same. But the options are Bobby Burns, La Cucina, Zozab, or Shake Dog. And I'm torn between two of them, but I want to say Zozab. I was right. Zozab is the best Thai restaurant in the entire world. I've never been to Thailand, but I'm gonna stick to that. Best Thai restaurant ever. And they're closed now. They closed like right before I left Ireland too, so that was just a bummy couple of weeks for me.
So sad. I was so excited the last time I was in Ireland to land and then order way too much Thai food and like ride that out for a week.
Not an option.
Couldn't do it.
Been chasing that high ever since. Every time we pass a Thai place and like say to my mom, "You want to try there?" So. Oh, also I learned Zab means a spicy because there's a lot of Thai restaurants around here that got Zab in the name. So Zab is like spicy during it coming to food.
I had Thai food the other day, and I actually did this quiz right after I had Thai food, and it was kind of disappointing, and I was like, I just miss Zozab. Yeah. What was the other one you were torn between?
Shake Dog, just for the nostalgia of Shake Dog. Like, there's nothing like getting a booth and spending entirely too long there while the guy that works there and hates us
glared at us.
Are you done?
He would never say it with his mouth, but he said it with his eyes. And
also €10 for a meal, so...
That's true.
Shake fries and a burger, €10. Genius. Great business model.
Oh, there's way too much food, too.
Shake Dog was like one of those. It looked like a 50s American diner, which was a weird thing to find in the middle of Ireland, but like also very comforting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been... Well, I guess I have, because there's like the Five and Dine or something that kind of looks like that. I don't remember like going to one, but I know they used to have one near my grandma's house.
I don't know the name of any 50s diner I have been to. They just kind of appear.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
On road trips and stuff, but yeah, no, that was good.
All right. Are you on the last question for me?
Yeah.
Did we mess up? Because I'm on the last question. Oh, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Anyway, which of these does Kalina know how to do? Knit, sew, or crochet? It's knit, because Kalina just kind of sits there and knits a blanket. I don't think she's done with it. I think it's a never-ending blanket.
Hey, I finished it. It's on my couch, and I'm working on socks now, which may turn into a blanket because they're very annoying.
Okay.
But
Kalina has that in common with my grandma. My grandma knits, my mom crochets, and they both sew.
Yeah. I was hoping to throw you off with the sewing. My grandfather knows how to sew, but yeah, no, this guy I met who knows how to knit, he'd been knitting for a while. He was like, I always have a pair of socks going. They're so easy. But, like, I don't know what's easier than just making something in a straight line. I've made a scarf and several blankets because it's just a straight line. All you gotta do is just make sure it's long enough at the start, and then you are good to go from there. Elanor, I don't know this. The last question is, on what holiday did Elanor first shave her head? Like, I remember... The options are Valentine's Day, Labor Day. First of all, I don't even know when Labor Day is.
My birthday.
Either. Okay, so it's not that. MLK Day or Veterans Day. I'm also going to take out Veterans Day because I don't think you know when that is. Valentine's Day, your birthday, or MLK Day. MLK... No, because you would have had to go back to school the next day. So... Actually, I'm going to go with MLK Day. I would take back my previous answer. Aha, I was right. It's MLK Day.
Remember the award I was talking about? So it's the MLK Diversity Award, which... Anyway.
And they picked Elanor.
Yes, they did. So I went to the award ceremony, went home, shaved my head, and then went to work.
I remember you telling me that you shaved your head that same day because you showed me photos. I just want everyone to know I did beat the quiz. Well, I beat her mom. I got a 7 out of 10, so that's
I got an 8 out of 10.
Oh, look at you.
So that means I get to pick what we were talking about next, and it's One Direction.
Anyway, that's been Don't Quote Me on. Yeah, that was good. I was worried. I thought I was going to do really well up until, like, yesterday. And then I was like, because I realized I don't remember anything.
I thought I was going to do really poorly. Because
8 out of 10's good.
The hardest part was making the quiz because I don't know myself well enough.
No, for me, it was just, we just have not even spent time together. I think we've just existed in the same space for so long. I don't remember what we've gone over at this point. That's kind of everything.
Yeah, Kalina and I, man, we lived together for 2.5 years. Right?
Yeah, we lived together. We had class. So, like, that was the other thing. So, in Marriott, you couldn't take certain subjects together. So, Elanor did history and media, and I did French and media. So, obviously, we had media together. But history and French were also, like, the classes were at the same time. So, we just walked to history and French together. We walked to media, and then we're in media together. We did a radio show together. Anytime the international office needed help, it was us together. So
we ran a club together, and we also held a position on like the student union together.
Yeah, so it was
I think I don't know how I never got sick of you. I get sick of things so easily.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm sick of things to start with. Like, that's just my default state.
But, I don't know, I think I still like Kalina. She doesn't have any choice but to still like me, so.
I don't not like Elanor, which is as good as it gets for me.
And
no, we have fun.
We do have fun.
We have fun.
I think that's the end of the quiz. It's the end of the episode.
Yes. If you need to know anything else about us, you don't.
Well,
So,
the
yeah.
only other thing you need to know is Kalina loves the Eagles and Eminem, and I love One Direction, and that's it.
We are consistently on the top of my Spotify. So, just keep that in mind. And Audrey Hepburn. I like Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah. You know what, you get that one. That was a point for Kalina.
Oh, and we also need to know my dad doesn't have a Jamaican accent. Thank you. That's all. Those are all my facts.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't tell you. Sorry,
Oh.
I went to the car dealership yesterday, and the guy was like, "Oh," at some point he was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Well, I'm from here. My mom's from, blah blah blah. My dad's from blah blah blah. We're gonna save this surprise for later." And then he goes, "I don't hear an accent," and I was like, "Yeah, I just said I was born here." A part of that was
Your dad's from Jamaica, but you're gonna save the surprise.
Oh, I didn't say that. I just said he didn't have a Jamaican accent.
Okay.
He could have been from England, and then he definitely wouldn't have had a Jamaican accent, Elanor.
I mean, sure. You know what? You got me there.
Thank you. I'm always
unfortunately.
Right. Anyway, while we're at it, my mom's from Guyana, and he was like, "Yeah, where's your accent?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got one. It's a Florida accent."
My accent's from down the street.
Oh, and then my friend, she goes to Wisconsin all the time, and she was saying how her family in Wisconsin says we have a southern accent. I was like, "No, we don't have a southern accent." And her family told her to say Florida. And I say, "Yeah, Florida." But up there, they pronounce the R, which I had never occurred to me to do.
Like, how?
They say Florida.
Oh.
It's Florida, okay? The R's
Florida.
not there. It's Florida. So anyway, we have southern accents, apparently.
You want to talk southern accent? Talk to my grandpa.
Oh, Eleanor's grandpa is my favorite grandpa. Second to my grandfather. But, my favorite grandpa ever. He's everything you picture an American grandpa to be. That's Eleanor's grandpa.
Born and raised in Crawford, Texas. Oh yeah, he's one of his favorite foods is legitimately apple pie.
That's fair.
You can't.
That's fair. Oh, and he gave me his belt because I needed a belt, and then he said, "Well, I don't ever use it anyway, so you can keep it." And I tried to give it back to him, but now I have her grandfather's belt. So
I didn't know he kept that.
He wouldn't let me give it back. We were going to your mom's house, and I was like, no, it's fine. And he was like, no, I never use it, so I was probably just gonna get rid of it anyway. And I still needed a belt for you. Obviously, I needed a belt in the first place, so I still needed it. So I now have a belt.
Well, you're welcome. Cherish it.
I'm gonna frame it.
Well, use it first.
Yes, I used it to wear home, and now I'm going to frame it. And I'm gonna say it first time in Arizona. There'll be a little plaque on it.
All right, I'll get you a belt buckle for it.
Perfect. Okay, I think we've rambled on enough, which is usually what happens. So, thanks for tuning in. I'm Kalina.
And I'm Elanor.
And this has been Don't Quote Me on That. And next time you come back, we're going to talk about something else.
Yes.
It's a surprise for everybody.
It is a surprise to everyone.
All right, bye.